long as the ball was passed around, the whole gang they all stayed. Till Kelly came down with his pipes before the way he played. That's how they showed their respect to Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. Said it was a shame to Pat and winked at one another. Everything in the wake house went the night that Murphy died.
Mrs. Murphy stood in the corner bewailing out her grief, when in walked Paddy Ryan, that dirty sneaking face. Snuck into the anteroom in the bottom of Jenny's stove. He put the bottle on the corpse to keep the liquor cold.
That's how they showed their respect to Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. Said it was a shame for Pat to wink at one another. Everything in the wake house went the night that Murphy died.
Everything was going swell, there was no row at all. To Casey he told Callahan he had an awful doll. I thought that this would start a fight, and sure enough it did. For Callahan was cutting his name upon the coffin lid.
That's how they showed their respect to Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. Said it was a shame for Pat to wink at one another. Everything in the wake house went the night that Murphy died. The fight was fierce and wild, sure the whole gang they joined in. Someone cut the whiskers off of poor old Paddy Flynn. There was dirty Barney Burke, now what do you think he'd done? He stood the corpse upon its head in the corner just for fun.
Now the whole gang they felt jolly, they didn't give a rest. The Murphy and his family and the whole gang they were dead. Of all the jokes I've ever heard, it makes me shake with fear. They took the ice from off the carts and they put it on the beer.
That's how they showed their respect to Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. Said it was a shame for Pat to wink at one another. Everything in the wake house went the night that Murphy died. 4 o'clock in the morning, Mrs. Murphy began to cry. Tim McCarthy, he got up and he winked his other eye. He said there's no use crying, for you're young and handsome yet. And there's a lot of good old Irishers left.
There's Kelly and Clarky, Marky and Dorothy, Boyle, Brady, Ryan and Brady, Finnegan, Conahan, Flanagan, Houlihan,
Dugan, O'Brien, Rooney and Epstein. How did he get in there?
in dear old Ireland,
I knock wood. I knock wood. I knock wood. I knock wood. Things I'm not allergic to, but never a dream,
or just for my own good, I love wood.
Well, what do you know?
Along with a memory of you, along with a heart that's broken too, I'll cling to those dreams I once knew, along with a memory of you. I know now to love you was in vain. My heart keeps crying out in pain. You're gone, leaving me sad and blue, along with a memory of you. Now tears in those eyes that used to laugh, as they stare at your photograph. That's all I have left, now it's true, along with a memory of you. I hope that someday for me you'll yearn. I pray for that day you'll return. What more can I do? I wish I knew, along with a memory of you.
was in a subway car. You know how subways are. And there was someone stepping on my toes. When she said, "Pardon me," was I surprised to see heaven's got a freckled nose. My heart said, "Peekaboo, hello, how are you?" and started quoting poetry and prose. I must have scared the crowd when I declared out loud, heaven's got a freckled nose. I couldn't help but stand there gazing when suddenly she caught my glance. She smiled and it was quite amazing the way the freckles seemed to dance. Before the ride was done, a romance had begun, and in my heart a lovely dream arose. Now every time we kiss, I keep repeating this: heaven's got a freckled nose.
for the first time, and my my happy heart keeps begging you for more. Every time you thrill me for the first time. The moment is grand and the feeling is so brand new. Every time you leave me, won't you take this thought along with you? I've fallen in love for the first and the last time. I've fallen in love for the first and the last time too. I've fallen in love for the first and the last time too. I walked down the street like a good girl should. He followed me down the street like I knew he would. Because a guy is a guy wherever he may be. So listen and I'll tell you what this fella did to me. I walked to my house like a good girl should. He followed me to my house like I knew he would. Because a guy is a guy wherever he may be. So listen while I tell you what this fella did to me. I never saw the boy before, so nothing could be sillier. At closer range, his face was strange, but his manner was familiar. So I walked up the stairs like a good girl should. He followed me up the stairs like I knew he would. Because a guy is a guy wherever he may be. So listen and I'll tell you what this fella did to me. I stepped to my door like a good girl should. He stepped to my door like I knew he would. Because a guy is a guy wherever he may be. So listen and I'll tell you what this fella did to me. I talked to my ma like a good girl should. And ma talked to pa like I knew she would. And they all agreed on a married life for me. And the guy is my guy wherever he may be. He asked me for a good night kiss. I said it's still good day. I would have told him more except his lips were in the way. So I walked down the aisle like a good girl should. He followed me down the aisle like I knew he would. Because a guy is a guy wherever he may be. So now you know exactly what this fella did to me.
Good night, my darling
He can't stand on
many lonely hearts would cry for love if it wasn't for the moon. The songs we sing would miss a lot of sentimental swing. There would be a panic down in Love's Lane. All the sweethearts would complain if it wasn't for the moon. Sweet magic light, I wouldn't have you in my arms tonight. think they're mighty wise just because they know a thing or two. Well, you can see them every day strolling up and down Broadway, telling of the wonders they can do. You'll see wise guys and boosters, card shops and crap shooters, they congregate round the metropole. Wearing those flashy ties and collars, but where they get their dollars, they've all got an ace down in the hole. 'Cause some of them write to the old folks for dough, and that's their ace in the hole. While others have gals on that old tenderloin, and that's their ace in the hole. They'll tell you of money they've made and they've spent, but they never can flash the bankroll. And their names would be mud like a chump dealing stud if they lost that old ace in the hole.
Mr. Shylock was stingy, I was miserly too. I was more selfish and crabby than a shellfish. Oh dear, it's queer what love can do. I'd give all my possessions to you. I've got $5, 85 relations, 2 lace combinations, they belong to you. 2 coats and collars, Ma and Grandma wore 'em, all the moths adore 'em, they belong to you. I've got a heart that must be spurtin', just be certain I'll be true. Take my $5, take my shirts and collars, take my heart that hollers, everything I've got belongs to you.
when you broke your vow. But I know better now. Has been hard, but I've stood the test. I've found long ago that you're just like the rest. I thought I'd lose my mind when you broke your vow, but I know better now.
Too tired to do it anymore,
though she used to do it willingly before. Why, she used to rave about it, how good it made her feel. But when she once makes up her mind, she's just as cold as steel.
She's always too tired to do it, and that's all.
When I tell her that she must, she starts to bawl. I coax, I plead, and all for her own good. Our family doctor advised her that she should. She gads around all day. When it's time to hit the hay, she just turns out the light and says good night.
She's always too tired to do it anymore,
though she used to do it willingly before. Now she blames it on the housework, and that's an alibi. But I can't do a thing with her, no matter what I try.
She's always too tired to do it, and that's that.
And if I insist, it means another spat. I beg, I pet, I even try to bluff. She just won't do it because it makes her puff. No matter what I've said, when it's time to go to bed, if I say, oh, come on, she'll say, go away.
She's always too tired to do it anymore.
If I try to tease or ride her, she gets sore. Now she's the perfect housewife, and you should taste her food. But when it comes to that one thing, she's never in the mood.
She's always too tired, or else she's got a pain.
The way she's acting, she'll drive me insane. Each day she'll say, tonight, and I say, swell. But you can gamble that night she won't feel well. Now she was looking great while she was losing weight, but she won't exercise no more. She's too tired.
She won't exercise no more.
One more tear over you and I'm through. One more tear, farewell and adieu. You think it's smart to break my heart. Look out, you don't upset your own apple cart. And don't forget, as you sow, so shall you reap. That's why I'll never lose any sleep. You're having fun, I'm having none. One more tear over you and I'm through.
to do. You think it's smart to break my heart. Look out you don't upset your own apple cart. And don't forget, as you sow, so shall you reap. That's why I'll never lose any sleep. You're having fun, I'm having none. One more tear over you and I'm through. Just remember, one more tear over you and I'm through.
A million years from now, I'll remember the way your eyes tonight are all aglow. When the flame of love has burned to an ember, I'll remember then that night of long ago. May my kiss often bring you fond memories. May you think
corner lady, you do-so-do your own. Now the man left with your left hand and the partner right, left hand and around that ring you go. Now when you meet your honey, turn back, she'll think it's funny, the other way you go. Now you balance when you meet her and swing her just to greet her, you swing your honey on home. Now for gents you lead to the right, swing that gal with all your might, go back, now swing your own. Now the four gents chain across the way, and listen girls, don't let them stay, you send them right back home. Now the four little ladies chain across, and listen boys, let them stay and swing as though she were your own. Now you promenade this lady and keep her for your baby, you promenade this pretty girl home. Now four gents lead to the right, just swing that gal with all your might, go back, now swing your own. Now the four gents chain across the way, and listen girls, don't let them stay, you send them right back home. Four ladies chain across the way, now listen boys, let them stay and swing as though they were your own. Now you promenade this lady because she is your baby, you promenade this pretty girl home. Now you swing your little baby, now your corner lady, do-so-do your own. Now with Salaman left with your left hand, and a partner right, left hand and around that ring you go. Now when you meet your honey, just swing till she feels funny, then promenade her home. When you wore a tulip, a big yellow tulip, and she wore a big red rose. Now it's all four gents who lead to the right, just swing that gal with all your might, go back, now swing your own. Now the four gents chain across the way, now listen girls, don't let them stay, you send those gents back home. Four ladies chain across the way, now listen fellas, let them stay and swing as though they were your own. Now you promenade this lady and keep her for your baby, you promenade this pretty girl home. Now it's all four gents, you lead to the right, just swing that gal with all your might, go back, now swing your own. Now the four gents chain across the way, now listen girls, don't let them stay, you send those boys back home. Four ladies chain across the way, now listen fellas, let them stay and swing as though they were your own. Now you promenade this lady and keep her for your baby, you promenade this pretty girl home. Now you swing your little baby, and now your corner lady, go back and do-so-do your own. Now it's Salaman left with your left hand, and a partner right, left hand and around that ring you go. Now when you meet your honey, just swing till she feels funny, then promenade her home. When you wore a tulip, a big yellow tulip, and she wore a big red rose.
But it's all over now. There's nothing left to do but say goodbye. The love you had for me has faded old somehow. I hate to see you go, but I'll get by. Somehow I can't forget you loved me once before. I can't forget the happiness we knew. But time may change regrets to ease a heart that's sore. Will you forget the heart you broke into? the scold.